Look at
Yeah, I'm getting there.
yeah,
We're
you're
gonna
gonna
have
have
to
to
bleep
bleep
some
some
of
of
these.
these.
I'm getting there.
Yeah.
Oh, who cares, man?
How's it going, everyone? And welcome back to Nothing But Footy. The boys and me take on the trade period. Lots of stuff going on here, so not going to dilly-dally around. The first item on our agenda, Petrarca. Now, I think this is going to be a story that I'm keen to hear how it goes. We knew last year, disgruntled, didn't want to be there, but this year it feels like the D's are ready and they're both parting ways. The value there is worth what we're going to lose. And first of all, your take. Time for him to move on, guys?
Yeah, obviously the new coach comes in. There's the Petrarca and then obviously Oliver. But it's an interesting one. We know that he obviously the big problems that happened last year, when he got injured and with the whole liver and spleen and everything. New coach comes in. You thought maybe that was more enticing for him to stay, being as a different coach might get along with him a bit more, but obviously not. New venture, Adelaide or Gold Coast. He said Gold Coast. So, I mean, normally when a player asks for a trade, have we ever seen a player ask for a trade really and just not get traded? I don't think so. Maybe Bobby Hill the year before he got traded might have been the only time.
Josh Dunkley.
When did he ask to get traded?
2020, he asked to go to Essendon.
Oh yeah, that's right. And he got that's right. And then everyone's like, oh, well,
Yeah.
imagine they did do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we'll see him go there. What it's for will be very interesting, because you got to offer up quite a bit. Gold Coast will receive pick 7 for Flanders, so that will probably be involved in there, and then the possibility of Bailey Humphrey, but that discussion has been shut down for very quickly.
From Gold Coast.
Yeah.
So the story goes that he went to the Crows and the Suns and met with both the coaches. When talking to the Crows, he asked for more money that we've been told about. So we don't know if he said this at the Suns, but basically he was trying to renegotiate his contract at Crows and trying to get more bang for his buck. And I think he was even talking about trying to get an extension off the deal. I've seen a couple of people say, should players be allowed to do this? Be able to try and renegotiate their contract at a different club before they're even there.
If they're good enough.
So it's like fair bump.
I feel like for any player, it kind of is, like if they're going to get underpaid, they'll negotiate it.
But he's not going to be getting underpaid. He's going to be earning 1.4 next year, 1.3 until... So then in the other years, he's going to earn 3.9 million. And then he's also getting marketing money on top of that.
But that's from the Demons.
No, so the D's aren't going to pay a cent.
They're paying out Petrarca's
They're basically
contract.
going to figure out a way that the Suns are going to pay for that.
Like a Grundy Collingwood kind of vibe.
That's what they're saying they're not going to do.
Oh, they're not
going to do
They're
that.
saying they're
Oh,
not
yeah,
gonna
well, that's what I
pay.
mean. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
So they're not going to pay for it. Where when we'll talk about Clary later, they're going to take it. The D's are going to be paying someone else basically to have Clary play against them. So he's already going to Adelaide in this scenario and saying, "Hey, you're going to pay for all that money, and then I also want a bit on top of that."
Yeah, I feel like if you got more than one club involved and you're a Norm Smith medalist, I think you can ask for whatever the fuck you want, really.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I just have seen some people have said they're not a huge fan of it. As we discussed, he selected the Suns, said that he sees Damien Hardwick's vision. Thoughts? Is that the right choice by him?
Oh, well, Will and I disagree here. I see it in 2 different ways. I think for Adelaide, it's better if they got Petrarca, but for Petrarca himself, I think it's better if he goes to Gold Coast, just because he can play that midfield forward rotation. We know they don't need another midfielder. They've got a bunch of those, but someone who can link up and kick goals. I mean, Took Miller kind of played that role a little bit halfway through the year, went back into the midfield, but Took Miller doesn't kick the goals, whereas Petrarca can now go to the point, play half forward, a little bit of midfield, average the 20 touches, kick a goal or 2 a game. And, if he's able to hit the scoreboard 1 or 2 more times than what Gold Coast did this year, then they can find themselves all the way to a prelim, maybe a grand final.
Yeah. I'm not too keen on Petrarca going to the Suns, as Keon said. I think for the Suns, it's a bad trade move, considering you have two elite midfielders sitting in your VFL that you drafted in the last 2 years in Jake Rogers and Leo Lombard, as well as another 2 academy picks this year that are both midfielders. You've got Bailey Humphrey that's not really playing too many CBAs, also playing that forward mid role. You've got a stacked midfield, which is why Flanders is leaving. I feel like for Adelaide, Petrarca's a perfect fit. He's got a former teammate there. He'll guaranteed all the midfield minutes he wants, and if he wants to go forward, he'll go forward whenever he wants. I don't know. I think this for me could definitely be a Dan Houston. Just watch this space. A Dan Houston kind of vibes. If he goes in and it's not the right system, Dimmer's not one to just play off potential. Obviously he will every week,
yeah.
but if it happens week after week after week, it'll be a discussion. I think you can't pay him how much you're going to pay him for him to do what he did at the Demons last year.
Yeah.
You need him to come in and be literally like third BNF behind Matt Rowell and Noah Anderson if you're paying him, $1.4 million.
Well, that's why I think Bailey Humphrey wants to sort of get
Yeah,
out.
I'll
'Cause
get the fuck out of
He
here.
goes, well, that's literally my
That's
role.
my role, yeah.
so-
I'm younger. It's my role. Technically, I've got more potential than this bloke, and you're going to pay him $1.4 million.
Yeah.
Even if he's worse than me, you're still going to play him because of how much you're paying him. If I'm Bailey Humphrey, I'm getting out of there.
Are you worried? Like, do you get a little nervous / worried if you're Adelaide, wondering why he chose to go for Gold Coast for your reasons, or why he would go to Adelaide?
Well, yeah. See, I think the reason Adelaide was in the conversation was because of the positioning. Like,
it just fits so well.
it fits so well in that side. He can literally play anywhere on the ground. It's one of those ones where he walks in the team and he plays whatever role he likes. Whereas Gold Coast, I actually couldn't think of a team where he fits worse in terms of in the midfield, he's never the number one midfielder, so he's not direct hit to. In the forward line, he's not the number one forward. You've got Ben Long in there. You've got obviously Bailey Humphrey. You've got Ben King. You've got some star forwards in there as well. So for me, it's more about how much they're paying him to what I think they'll get in return compared to what they have. Like you have a Bailey Humphrey, which is enough value in that position. Whereas Adelaide need him. That's why I don't understand why Adelaide's not trying to pay him more money. You don't have any midfielders with Adelaide.
Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure on top of that, Petrarca just decided not to go with them.
Yeah.
So it kind of, they
Yeah.
both met a mutual, like, he didn't believe in the vision as much. The money wasn't coming through as much.
I reckon destination's another thing as well.
Yeah. Like me as a person, I actually wouldn't mind going to either Queensland team. I think they're both young, teams with success coming their way.
Yeah.
If Petrarca played against Brisbane and Flanders didn't, they switched. Do you see the result of that game going the other way?
If Petrarca played
Instead of
against Brisbane?
Yeah, instead of Flanders playing in that game. Because we watched it,
Yeah.
and they had nothing to give in the second half.
Yeah.
They needed someone to pick
Yeah.
up.
I'd say so.
Is that? I think that's one of the things they really look at.
Yeah, I do. But then I also think there was also nothing stopping Brizzy there.
Well, yes, that's the other thing.
Um,
And then you got Jamara as well.
Mm.
So you add him. Thoughts on it as them as a club? Like, would you be happy if Richmond took a player like this?
Nah, not particularly. I don't know. Again, I just feel like the Suns are making rash decisions that they just don't need to. Like, I feel like, how old's Petrarca? 29, 28, 29 now?
yeah, I think it's about that.
$1.4 million is a lot of money.
Mm.
You've already got Mac Andrew on a monster deal. You're about to lose your, what was Bailey Humphrey, pick 4?
Something like that.
Yeah. You're losing Sam Flanders, another young talent. You bring in Jamara, who could make the club, but could break the club. And for a team that's only just started to sniff success, do we really need to be that risky? We know Dimmer loves taking
That's
on,
the other thing though.
broken talent in some sense and fixing it up. But as long as they're not overpaying Jamara, which I feel like they're doing for Petrarca.
For Jamara, I think it'll work well because it pulls him away from Melbourne.
Mm.
The people he's been with, he can be tighter with the group. Yeah, we'll just see what
He's got
happens
Daniel
there.
Rioli up there as well,
Yeah.
who's he's spoken very highly
I don't
of.
want to see him play. If he goes there, right, I don't want to see him play the first 5 weeks, though. I don't care if he's fit or I just want to say he's committed to playing football. Play him in VFL level for the first 5 weeks.
Yeah.
Just to know that he's actually committed to play.
Mm.
Because if he then doesn't get picked in round 1 and starts having a bit of a sook,
Well, you've
well,
already
that
signed
tells
him
you
at that point, you know?
tells you a bit about him.
Yeah.
And that's why I would sign him on a 1-year contract, to be honest.
Yeah.
So just quickly wrapping up Petrarca, the D's are more happy for him to go to the Suns, obviously, because they are pick 6 from Port Adelaide, which they got last year. Pick 7 likely for Flanders, pick 13, pick 16. So they got a lot of picks coming their way, and they can send them across to the D's or
that's another thing. If you're Gold Coast, are you happy getting rid of those academy picks that you've brought up?
Well,
for
yeah, that's
Petrarca?
the thing. You've got this new rule in the draft where you've actually got to give value to picks. You no longer can do 460 round 460.
Yeah, exactly. For academy picks,
for
yeah.
pick 10. Like, you've
So
actually got to weigh them up here.
The chances are you'll have a Gold Coast talent go to a Victorian club who could, you know.
Which really surprises me that they're not willing to throw Bailey Humphrey in there.
Yeah.
Like, if there was an inkling of him wanting to go, like, Gold Coast have shut it down. If there's an inkling, you know that he wants to go, why would you not? So you can preserve, let's say, 1 or 2 picks
Yeah, well, that's what I
to
mean.
use to get Yuland.
Gold Coast are being, in my opinion, super greedy at the moment. You know, they were adamant on not getting rid of Sam Flanders, but now Petrarca's come up, so they're like, oh, yeah, get rid of him. They're adamant on not getting rid of Bailey Humphrey, but, you know, you want to bring in Petrarca for 1.4, you're going to get rid of him. You want to bring in Jamara, it's like, you can't have everyone, and you've got good players in those spots as well.
Another D's player that I want to touch on is Clayton Oliver. We all know that he met Stephen King, I believe it was Monday, Tuesday? Thursday. Met Stephen King Thursday for the first time. And basically they had a meeting about, you know, what's your role going to look like? And from all reports, it was basically you're going to be playing a lot of VFL. We don't really have a spot for you. Explore your options. And then, you know, we all saw how the interview went with Mitch Cleary at the airport, where Mitch Cleary wasn't even there for him, kind of just bumped into him. Can we just say, how much time are these reporters spending at the airports recently?
Hang on. Is that confirmed that he wasn't
He wasn't there for him.
He was there for Jamara.
No, he wasn't even there for Jamara.
He was there for Jamara.
Why would he be in Melbourne? He wasn't there for Melbourne.
Mitch Cleary?
He was there for someone else. I know he was there for someone else for a fact.
Yeah,
I got told that he was outside of the Melbourne facility while Clayton Oliver was having his meeting.
No, okay, I didn't hear that.
No, so he was waiting for. Oh, maybe it wasn't Jamara.
It was a different
waiting
player.
for someone, and it just happened to be that Oliver was going to Gold Coast.
Yeah.
No, he was going to Sydney, wasn't he?
Yeah,
Sydney, wherever he was.
Yeah,
going.
so he comes out and Mitch Cleary's there. That has to be a worse nightmare if you're Oliver. Just sitting there,
Well, I don't think it was because you just told him.
Just fuck off. That's what he told him.
My first question here is, right, so he's basically got to come up for a trade one way or another. How does this go? Because he's away on a holiday in America for 3 weeks and he's also away in Sydney. Because if we all have listened to the interview, he basically goes, I'm going to Sydney for 2 weeks and then I'm going to America for a holiday. How does that work if he's like out of the country for the trade period? He can't meet the coach.
You've got a
He already
manager.
He met Adam Kingsley and
Did he meet Kingsley?
Yeah, on a boat.
and Lockie
Was
Ash.
that Kingsley?
I
Yeah.
believe so.
I did see that photo. I
Green,
thought it was.
Callahan and Kingsley, was it?
It was Lockie Ash, Finn Callahan, and Adam Kingsley.
I'm surprised Toby Bedford wasn't there. Former players together.
Yeah, true.
I don't know. I think it's interesting where he'll go. There's lots of clubs
I'd
that can
love
get
to
him.
see him in GWS colours.
Is that another team though that has enough midfielders?
You can get him for dirt cheap.
Not
though.
really. Like when you look at it, they've got Callahan, Green. You know what I mean?
I think
Kelly, if he's healthy.
Collingwood.
I would love Collingwood as well.
Collingwood's put their hand up today as a real front runner. They said they want him.
Yeah,
They want him bad.
If Collingwood, and just for the sake of it, St Kilda will dabble in there probably, but
Do Saints really need him? I don't think so.
probably not.
He's good bang for your buck.
If you pick up Clary, I feel like McRae doesn't play anymore.
No, I don't think we need Clary. It's just
No, I know, but like
what
say
you
in
can do.
some words, in some world you do pick him
Oh,
up.
then yeah.
McRae doesn't
there's
play
no, he
football
doesn't.
or Steele. It's one or the other.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, just quickly, you guys are really making me angry what you guys are doing to Steele.
Yeah, I know.
It's just shit football club. Genuinely. Like, for a bloke to put his heart and soul into that footy club, stick by the club through thick and thin when he could have moved to other clubs, and then for the club to come out and basically strip the captaincy off him and tell him to bugger off somewhere else is just pretty shit. Do you have any thoughts on that?
I know. I 100% agree with you.
Mm.
I think when you, as a club, let's say he does go, right, when you get rid of your skipper, he's not wanting to leave. You've told him, explore options.
Yeah.
That's just really bad. And for a player that he's been, like you said, for our club, thick and thin, in the dirt, we saw him sub late in the season just before his 250th, I think it was, or 200th. And it was, oh no, he's a bit sore. And we haven't seen the top three Brownlow Jack Steele for 3 or 4 years now. But we get glimpses of it. And I will say this year, it's really hard to say because I really like him as a player, but he just didn't perform to the level. And the question is, would I rather see him maybe play somewhere else, and if he does play better, or if he has to stick and have to play VFL for us next year? I don't know. But it's an unfortunate one.
Yeah.
But if he does leave, he's got a wedding coming up in just after Christmas. So that'll be his last thing with the footy club.
I was trying to figure out where were we before that? Clayton Oliver.
Yeah.
Where should he go? These are the 5 clubs that put their hands up. So you have Cats, Pies, GWS, Hawks, Crows, and Sydney is kind of in there because not Stephen King.
Ben Cox.
No, who was it? Who was their
Horse.
Who was Melbourne's old coach? Simon Goodwin.
Simon Goodwin.
He's now there too.
Yeah.
So they've kind of connected that. Sorry, that took me a second.
I actually don't mind any of those clubs apart from Geelong. I don't think he would fit very well at Geelong, to be honest.
I don't think he can get to Geelong.
I actually think the Saints have fucked over Geelong. Well, not the Saints. The Saints have fucked over Clayton Oliver.
The Saints
Because otherwise, why did he go to Geelong?
Well, because TDK has fucked over Clayton Oliver. TDK goes to Saints. Rowan Marshall requests to go to the Cats. And now the Cats have to worry about paying Rowan Marshall, so now Clary can't get there.
I don't know if Rowan Marshall will happen, to be honest.
You don't think so?
No. I just have an inkling it won't happen.
Oh, really?
Not that I don't know anything.
Yesterday you had an inkling that it definitely would
No,
happen.
I did, and then now I'm feeling like it won't. Just listen to Andrew Mackey talking. He was kind of like, oh, we'll try and go for him, but we know Carlton's after him as well. We'll just see what
Carlton's
happens.
after
Yeah, so
Rowan
apparently
Marshall.
Carlton's trying to go for him.
Straight swap.
Yeah. So I have a feeling that it might not happen, him going to Geelong. I do think... Sorry.
No.
I think St Kilda can win him back over.
You reckon?
Like, he got blindsided. That I can understand. Depends. I don't know how close he is with Jack Steele. If he's close with Jack Steele, that can also piss him off quite a bit.
Go together.
Exactly. I think there is a chance, though, that they can try and win him over, though.
Oh, yeah. I definitely think they can... Jesus Christ. They can't hear that, can they?
No, they can't hear the vibrations of the phone.
Yeah. It's putting me off.
I know.
Can't think. Just turn it off.
Wait, I can wait.
But I will say, wherever Marshall goes, I think it's fair enough.
Yeah, no, it's justified on his end.
Oh, 100% it's justified.
Saints have gone fucking Hollywood. I'm not gonna lie.
We're just fucking just go for it is really
Literally,
what we've done.
they've literally said, fuck everyone. We're going for everything and fuck everyone.
And it is one where you can very easily break the culture.
Oh, yeah.
If you lose some
This is
big
make
key
or
players and you bring in some other, you got to find a way to make them mash. But that's the thing I like about Ross, and that I'm happy at least the footy club, they're doing something right.
You said that last year too as well, that you were happy with the way that you guys were actually outgoing, a bit of trade.
Yeah, like
and this year you put the metal to the pedal.
Yeah, like we're going to do it. And then obviously today we came out and we said there's a lot more money. So next year we'll At him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I listen. I heard it too, guys.
We came out. We said we've got a lot of money, so we'll be doing the exact same thing next year, which does start to make me wonder: do we play players? Because, like, mathematically, you kind of start adding like the numbers up in your head, and I know we're probably not really paying people that much money at the moment, but there's some interesting stuff going on with the money.
First confirmed, it's not a trade, free agency swap that we've got here in the agenda is we have Charlie Spargo, leaving Melbourne for North Melbourne, getting Melbourne's getting pick 41 as compensation or end of round 2. So at the moment, I think that's pick 41. Thoughts, opinions, feelings?
Oh, I think that's It's a disappointing one to see. I feel like he's one of those players we were just talking about. That's like one of those heart and soul, like nitty gritty for the club. He gives me someone that would be around the club quite a bit, get around the boys. Obviously, a premiership player. Don't think he played much this year. Can we have a look?
He was
at how much
very
he
injured.
played? Yeah.
Came back from injury and then got injured again. So came back from injury, came back straight back into the side, and then got injured again.
He's a player that will probably take that Darcy Tucker role on the wing, even though he didn't play.
Yeah,
So
hopefully he does a little bit better than Darcy Tucker.
So 10 matches for the year.
yeah,
I will say, I think this is just a bigger and more money deal. I think that's the only reason he's taken this deal. I don't think it's no ill will against the D's or how they're going. It's just he wants job security, which he can't really get.
I don't understand this with North Melbourne, right? They just keep going and getting, like, I guess you could say the role players, right? But at what point can you have too many role players? You know what I mean? They're not getting big names, and I know they've drafted. I know they've drafted big names, right? But they're another team I look at. They like if you think about it, right? Who are they really paying big money to? Larky, LDU,
Griffin Logue.
Logue didn't really play like partially this year, so I feel like there's a bit of money for them to be spent, and they just don't go for that type of stuff. It's an interesting one. I just feel each year, like the last 4 or 5 years, they just keep.
They'll always pick up like
random,
one or two role players. Like Braden Campbell will pop up, and like players like that.
Like one year, like Constable didn't play a game basically at Sydney for 2 years and paid every game for him this year.
The next
Constanti.
Oh yeah, Constanti. Yeah.
Next player I've got on the agenda here, and we did touch on it, is Jamari Ugelhagen. On his way, looks like might be to the Suns. First of all, you guys hear the story about his first interview he had, the one with the coming out of the airport, not Mitch Cleary. You might have seen it on social media. He's in a great hoodie. But so basically, the story goes right that a reporter found out that he was going to the airport. So he goes ahead and he goes, all right, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get 2 Queensland reporters, because he's going to Gold Coast, to go up there and film and ask some questions on my behalf. So there was no actual football reporters there. There was no actual cameraman. So I think they got like 2 randoms from 9 News, wherever, or 7 News, I don't know who it is, to go over there and ask the questions. First of all, they didn't know what Jamari Ugelhagen looked like. So they started interviewing the wrong bloke for a bit.
Oh no.
I want to see that interview.
I don't think they released it, but I heard that they started interviewing the wrong guy because they said, he's in a grey hoodie, and on the flight he changed to a black hoodie.
Oh,
so they've
smart.
Yeah. Anyway, so he comes out, and these guys don't know who Jamari Ugelhagen is.
Yeah.
And he's just asking him like rogue questions, like, so what are you doing down here? And he's like, like I'm going to Dream World. I'm definitely going to go to Movie World. Like that's my main thing down here. I'm like, oh yeah. Like they're playing it on because they don't know really what's going on here. Like the big deal of him coming and talking to another club. And then they go, so this year you played some pretty good footy. Like that was good. You did a good job. And he's like, yeah, I guess. Like he's really confused. It's a very weird.
He said no comment. He goes, so yeah, how was this year, mate? Some good football, hey? Like the guy's just taking the piss out of him, basically.
Jamara thinks he's taking the piss out of him, but in reality, this guy just does not know what's going on at all.
Oh, serious?
He doesn't know anything about Jamara. He doesn't know the background. I think it was...
That can't be right.
Tom Morris... No, it was, because I listened to Tom Morris talk about it. Tom Morris sent the studio 7 questions to ask, and that was like it. No background, nothing. They asked him this question. He had no idea what was
Do
going
they not
on.
have a single AFL reporter
no.
in the Gold Coast?
Well, I'm assuming
Or
they
in
might.
Brisbane?
They might all be. I don't know.
That Mad
On
Monday
holiday?
with
Like,
Brisbane.
I don't know how, but he said
the
it was
reporters
a.
Mad
He said it was a
Monday?
debacle. He said he doesn't know what he's meant to do next time that happens.
it was a debacle because the guy, if you thought he knew football, he sounded like the biggest prick like of all time. So how was your season, mate? Pretty fucking good, hey? Huh? It was good, hey? They're like we're giving the mark over to him. Like, what do you want him to say to that, bro?
That's something Sharky would do.
Yeah, just literally taking the piss out of him.
So let's get into him actually moving over. We know we touched on it. So he's got a contract at the moment at the Dogs that's estimated around 900K. So how much of that do you reckon the Dogs are giving?
D's.
Dogs.
D's.
Jamal Ugle haven't plays for the Dogs.
Oh, I thought we had moved. Oh, sorry. I thought we moved over to Oliver. Sorry.
That's fine. No, we've already done Oliver. So 900K is basically how much of that are the Dogs willing to pay to get rid of him off the list?
I don't know.
Oh, they're paying him. They're paying it. They're going to pay his contract out.
Oh, is that confirmed?
Yep. They
Okay.
don't want anything to do with him.
Okay, fair enough. So
They're
this
paying the
would
whole
be what, picking him up as a free agent almost?
Yeah, he will just be, free agent.
If they
Not
pay him
linked,
out, that's
not linked to a club. 1.7, I think he's going to
yeah, 1.7 because he's got 2 years left on his contract.
Yeah.
Damien Hardwick, picking him up, he sees him as this player, but in 2024, they got what? He got 40 odd goals, played 22 games. He's seeing him as that player. Do you reckon Damien's able to nurse him back? He's got some mental health issues. He said on the, I think it was yesterday, that he went to 12 funerals over last year. So a lot of stuff's went on in his life, carrying a lot of mental demons. Is he able to bring him back to that full potential?
Yeah, I think so. You've just got to tread water very lightly. And that's why I think he was never going to come to another club in Melbourne. He had to go interstate and just to try and, reset mentally. I like it from Dimmer. We said it before, obviously, same thing sort of with Pickett that he had done. You've got to tread lightly, but it's something that can really work out.
It's a bargain if they can pull it off.
Because, everyone was talking about 2 years ago that this bloke would be the first $2 million player. And, some things went wrong off field, but they could hit the jackpot here. I don't think if it doesn't work out, I don't think it'll hurt him too much.
Well, it depends how much they buy in.
Yeah, exactly. I personally, I don't know if you agree, Will, I wouldn't give him more than a year. I'd just do a year and see how it goes. If he does go well, then I'd hand him a better looking contract. But yeah, it's a real careful one. I can also still see the Suns just might not even do it. I mean, he hasn't even done a medical there yet either.
No, the Suns board has approved for them to continue going on with it, and working with the AFL, I think, to try and figure out what clauses they can or not put in to terminate their contract early. But this is one I'm really interested. Watch this space, see what happens.
I just feel, I agree with Kaon. Unfortunately, Jamara has no leg to stand on at the moment, so it's either he doesn't play football at all, or he takes a 1-year deal from the Suns, where this is your last chance, kind of, prove to us why you deserve to be on an AFL spot, and you'll probably get, if he plays like another year like he did in 2024, but excels, he could be looking at a 6-7 year deal.
Yeah, I mean, he's still 23.
He's very young.
Like, he's a young
Number
player.
one draft pick in 2019.
Mhm.
So
You do have to feel for the Dogs a little, though.
I don't
Like,
think they'll care. They got Norton.
I know they've got
Darcy.
enough, but it does hurt a little bit.
I have seen a lot of people, Dogs fans, getting annoyed that
Who else
the
was in that
redemption
draft?
story. The redemption story coming back, everyone's so happy for him, maybe getting another chance, and they're like, screw him. Look what he's put us through turmoil.
Oh no, I think they still care quite a bit,
I've seen
about him, and they want
both
him
sides.
to still, excel as a person and whatever. They've just, and it makes sense, something's not going right for you when you're spending this much money on a player holding a list spot. What's the point?
Bailey Humphrey, touched on it before as well. He's contracted till 2028. Suns said he's untouchable, right? Management said he's not seeing anyone. He's staying at the Suns. Then goes and has a meeting with, I think it was Stephen King in a park. Someone takes a photo, posts it. Number one, why did his management go ahead and say he's seeing no one when he's already seen someone and he knows there's photos floating around?
Yeah, I don't know.
Just
Great
seems
question.
silly to me. A lot of people were saying, as you guys were saying, that Petrarca, he might have to come the other way for Petrarca. He's floated the idea that he's all right moving back, but Suns just keep on going. You're untouchable. Is that the right call by the Suns? Are they going to be able to pull this off and get Petrarca?
I will say they're getting a bit hungry. It's a tough one because I do think at some point you can run into the problem where you have that many amazing players. You've almost got too many of them, and people might start to get annoyed. Oh, I'm only getting 12 touches a game now, or you start paying them too much money than what their output is. But I think he will go. I know they're saying not, but I feel like you've already got a problem when you're saying a player's not going to go, but he's met with other people.
Well, the thing for me is when there's smoke, there's fire. Like it's not like this has come out of thin air and there's something that's going. He's met with a coach. I know he's met with Pies as well. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if that was with Fly, but he's met with the Pies. He's met with D's. He's been pretty happy to talk about it vocally himself through his management. The Suns are just keeping their poker face, if you ask me.
If he doesn't leave this year, he'll leave in the next couple of years. That's for sure. Obviously, born and raised in Victoria. All it takes for one of those kids that gets drafted into state is one little bit of fuck over and they're gone. Like
and they'd be throwing money at him.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I just don't understand what the fuck Gold Coast are doing. You have a gem. After his first year, there were a little bit of if, buts, and maybes, and he came back. He hit the gym. He worked real fucking hard, and he's had like a really fucking good year.
He came fourth in there.
Yeah, he came fourth in best.
Fourth in their best and fairest, and you repay him by finding a player that's 8 years older than you to get paid triple the amount you're on to play the exact same role.
Well, I think if he doesn't leave this year, next, because I think his contract ends in 27.
It ends in 28.
28. Well, I think he halfway through this year he signed extended it, so he got a bit more money.
Maybe got an extension.
So he's got a bit of a payout coming. If he was to leave, he'd definitely go for more than $1 million, I think. But that's an interesting one.
You'd also, if you're Gold Coast, you'd be smart to get rid of him because you'll get a good compensation pick for him. Because whoever picks him up will have to pay him a lot of money. And right now, Melbourne, they're chopping their two most expensive players. They're going to pay Humphrey a bag. And that's the difference between, we see how much media is spoken about Harley Reid moving. He's never actually met with a club. He hasn't gone out of his way, out of state, anything like that to meet with a club. Bailey Humphrey has specifically pushed himself out and met with clubs,
Well, he's putting them in a situation where he knows, I think.
Yeah, well, it's obvious he wants out. That's for sure.
Is the D's the right option for him, though?
I was just thinking about that then, and it depends what he wants to do. Does he want to keep playing that half midfield, half forward? Or does he want to move into a full mid-time role? Because he could.
Yeah. There's also, I don't think after the moves that Melbourne have made, they're going to be pushing for finals next year.
Exactly.
So you've got to weigh that question up.
They do say they are, though. They're adamant that they're going to be pushing for finals.
I don't know what player is going to...
Womp womp.
I agree with you, but
Cosy Pickett's their only player. And
Gorney.
Cosy Pickett and Bailey Humphrey are very similar players.
But that's what I'm thinking is if they can go together.
They rotate.
That's what I'm saying. If Cosy starts in the centre bounce, Humphrey starts at half forward, and you rotate and you share those CBAs, and maybe you've even got another one of those that can come off the bench and give them a chop out here and there. Oh, it could work really well. All I'm saying is if I saw a Gawn, Humphrey, Cosy, Langford midfield, it's a relatively scary midfield in a couple of years.
Minus Gawn, though. That's a problem.
Well, they want to pick Jeff White's kid in the ruck
I did actually hear about that.
Yeah,
yeah.
As the ruck selection. So that's
and they are most likely going to take what's his name from St Kilda, the Moose.
Harry Boyd.
Is that Harry Boyd? No, I thought it was Max Heath.
Oh, Max Heath.
Yeah, the Moose.
Right.
which I actually thought he was pretty good. A couple games he played, I would have rather held on to him.
Yeah.
Than
They'll find someone like because we know how good Gawn is, right? But you and I both know, in terms of a finals team, you really don't need an unreal ruckman.
No, you don't.
Oscar McInerney and Darcy Ford just won their second premiership.
Exactly.
When Toby Nankervis was winning his premierships, he was nothing. You know, like
Toby Nankervis is better right now than what he was
when we were winning.
And you look at like Hawthorn did a 3-peat with David Hale.
Yeah. And if you look at all these premiership
West Coast
ruckmans,
did with Vardy.
Yeah.
Like
all these premiership ruckmans were never good when they won their premierships. Like, and they were all these really, really good ruckmans come from nothing. Like Darcy Cameron came from nothing at Sydney. Same with Nank, nothing from Sydney. So many ruckmen, they just need time, and that's what Melbourne can pick up. They can pick up like someone like that.
That's what they need to get, either or someone from the draft or someone around the 22, 23, because you've got the best ruckman of the modern era right now, right?
Yeah.
Let him just fucking teach these kids.
That's what I mean. If you can get someone under his belt, like they tried with Will Verrill and they just weren't happy with him. Obviously got delisted this year, but
I think a big difference is though what Gawn does behind the ball.
Yeah.
Which is a hard one. He can't really teach that to like another player. You just got to hope that that's just something.
Well, that's what I mean. You can't teach a contested mark, you know.
Exactly.
But I think it'll be Gawn for the next 2 years, maybe an Aiden Johnson, like in that buffer year, or you know, Matt Jefferson or someone around that mark, and then or Tom Campbell even for a little bit, and then you hope Jeff White's built in. He's 23 years old, and he rips into it.
Well, me personally, I would not want to be a D's fan at the moment. I just don't
know.
think they're going anywhere. In
I
my
agree.
opinion, I look their forward line, right? I know Fitch found form at the back end of the year.
They got my check.
They will get my check as well. But I don't personally think my check's that crushing contested mark. We saw Collingwood struggled quite a bit with those big contested marks.
Yeah.
So even they get my check, my check's still 30 odd. Malcolm's
just played the best year of his.
No, I know, but if you look at that in a 2 years' time, right? If we look at Melbourne in 2 years, Malcolm most likely gone, Gawn most likely gone. They've told May to explore options.
He won't go anywhere, I don't think.
If Petrarca leaves, Oliver leaves.
But
there's good keystones.
That's what I think. I think Stephen King's come in here and just fucking like clean up shop, basically, which I actually don't mind.
I think Clary was a big let's clean him up.
That's the one I dislike the most, because at no point was he backed in. Like he just wasn't backed in, and he's going to move to another club, and I reckon he's going to fucking tear it up. Like people forget how good prime Clary was.
Best and fairest, I think.
Like
at the club,
the fastest.
And they did that with a Petrarca in there as well, and exactly. A Gawn.
He was like genuinely fucking incredible. Like you could not stop him. And we saw glimmers of that this year. Like we saw when he's on, he's on.
Well, he averaged 20 odd.
Oh yeah,
for the season, he had a lot of games
as
over
a tagger as well.
Yeah, back into the season would have probably been up there for most average disposals. I'd say. Like he had a great last 10 games
for sure. But I just think I like what Stephen King's doing here. He's clearing it out, which I'd rather them do this than just remain stagnant. I think Stephen King's gone in and said, look, if you don't want to be a part of this team, then fuck off, because I'm here for the long run and we're trying to build. You're slowly destructing the team. And I think Stephen May definitely one of those ones, slowly destructing, just kind of trotting along. Clary, Petrarca, they're obviously not happy with them. And we've been begging the Ds to play a younger midfield for a long time, and maybe that'll see Trent Rivers be able to go there.
They need to, if Petrarca goes, they need to really cash in on him with some picks, because...
Oh, they will, surely.
No, I know they will, but they've got to get the drafting of him. And I wouldn't, if I was them, like let's say they go and get 3 picks for Petrarca, 3 first-round picks for Petrarca, they find a way to do that, plus they'll have their pick, I would trade 2 of those picks to try and get futures for next year.
If I was them, I would... And I'm a Richmond fan, so I don't want them to do this because we're in the same dilemma. But if I was them, I would take 2 high end, like
Mm.
maybe 6 and 7 off Gold Coast, and I would trade that for like pick 2 from Richmond, and I would get Cooper Tough Titler, the number 1 ruckman prospect in the country. Haven't had a number 1 ruck prospect in how many years?
That's the thing. No disrespect to the bloke, but high end ruckman don't work because they
But-
take so long to develop.
But every ruckman takes so long to develop.
No, I know, but so is there a point in
But
using your draft pick? Like,
I think so, because if there's someone to replace Gorn in 3 years' time, you'd want it to be him.
I don't know.
We can talk about this one more in the draft period when we get there, I reckon, just because we got a lot of stuff we got to touch through. Sam Flanders, Keon, going to Saints. Yes, no?
Yep.
Feel confident about that? Feel happy about that one?
I can say Ross Lyon, very happy about it.
Very happy man.
He's a happy man.
He's a happy boy.
I can confidently say that man is excited to get Sam Flanders on the payroll.
Well, he did wine and dine him, didn't he? Took him out to, I believe, a nice Italian restaurant with a few of the boys. Yes, Marcus Winhager, Brad Hill.
Which I did say which I find quite funny, where there was a bit of talk Marcus Winhager's going to leave, and then he goes and has dinner to bring players to the club. How things can change in a couple of months.
Yeah.
Excited for him to be there? Reckon he makes
I-
a huge impact?
As someone who doesn't play for St Kilda, he's a player that I really like. I think Will can probably agree. I think what he did in the last 2 years at the halfback and in the midfield, he can be amazing. And the one thing I just want to see him, if he does go to halfback, I want to see him be a bit more damaging. None of this little chip it around stuff. You're there to replace Naz, and you're not most likely going to replace Naz, but find a way to replace him a little bit. If he goes into the midfield, I wouldn't mind it. I think he'll be really good. Another bit of speed added to it. I think he's a great find. Really happy. Lose pick 7, but I think we're at the point now where it's get ready to push for final. It's not
top up
kids.
from the draft anymore.
No, we've done our due diligence at the draft, and it's time to make the run.
Do you guys have a pick?
Yeah, we've got pick 7, which we'll use for him. And then that's it. And then if Marshall goes, then we'll probably get something for that.
You only got pick for 7. Pick 45's your next pick.
Yeah. So we're at the point where, the way I see it, it's time. It's go time, and that's obviously why we're going for all these players. And something I was going to say, can't remember. Move on.
Will, do you want to give your 2 cents on that, or just agree with basically what he's saying? Tassie, we're preparing for them to come in. The package is released. So in the next 3 years, I believe it starts next year though, they get the first 11 draft picks of round 1, which they have to trade, I think, 5, I think. They have to trade a certain amount. I don't think they'll...
Yeah, so they get, the first year they come in, they'll get 1,
I don't think they
3,
get 2. Yeah.
1, 3, 5,
9.
7, 9, 11. They have to trade 3, I think.
And I think it
plus-
has to be 2 of the 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 5 or whatever.
Yeah, like one of like those picks.
Yeah.
The same thing is sort of what happens with every team. Then they've got the boosted money for signing players on, which
5 million.
I got a question, right? So my kids' take to the bank is for when Tassie comes in that they go get Dacos. If we keep these points tallied, how many points am I getting for that?
You get a lot of points. Well,
It's looking more and more likely as it goes.
well, here's some of the players that I quickly had to look through to see when they'll be eligible for when Tassie comes in to maybe get a.
It's
get a
basically
sign.
everyone.
Yeah.
It's a lot of them, but Harley Reid's one of them that popped up. Riley Philthorpe, Bailey Humphrey, Connor O'Sullivan, Matt Philippou, D'Ambrosio. Those are some of the players that will be ready and available to come in for a bit of coin.
Well, so basically, what all the managements have done is they've signed them to the end of 2027, so that when that comes, they're guaranteed a pay rise from their club.
Yeah.
So
That's why I think what Naz did was really smart.
Yeah.
Signed 2 years because there's 2 reasons. If St Kilda does shit, you can go
fuck
get an
off.
extra 3 mil from Tassie maybe.
Yeah,
But if St Kilda's still doing well, Tassie just offered me 3 mil.
yeah.
Bump me up
Well,
a
that's
bit.
what I mean. Yeah,
Colby McKercher, I think, is another one.
Riley
Obviously being
Sanders.
from Tassie.
Yeah,
Sanders, another one. If he
Mm.
doesn't get a bit of midfield time, he might want to head over there. Who, in your mind, though, Tassie comes in, who's their Gary Ablett?
I think it's Nick Dacos.
You think it will be?
I feel like he's been fucked around too much
Mm-hmm.
with BNFs and Brownlows and all this news about him. You go to Tassie,
Mm-hmm.
it's literally the Gary Ablett. Like, no one fucking cares over there. Like,
And that's a state that will automatically, I'll take it to the bank, they will automatically, by the end of their first year, have 60,000 members. 'Cause
yeah,
that's a 300, 400,000 state that are football mad.
yeah.
Those people love football. Bang, they're all just going to become members.
How many members?
I'll say
60,000.
60,000.
They've already
I'll
got
clear that up later.
200,000.
I mean, yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Well,
I'm
they'll
excited
just
for it.
they'll bang it on. Yeah, I agree. Nick Dacos goes there.
Do you
If
think?
he goes there, does his brother follow him?
No, I don't think so.
No,
I think Nick will want some me time.
maybe.
I think he'll go there
I
because
actually think you might.
he's
I
like
feel he's more likely to
The,
follow.
the brothers in
Yeah,
the
imagine
lab, like just them in an oval. Like,
Mhm.
you know what I mean? Like back in the old days.
Do we think the package is fairly fair coming into it? So previous ones we had Suns got the first 9 of 15 picks, had to trade 2 to 5 of them. GWS had about the same thing, but I think they had some more picks of academies or got the best pick of the best 17-year-old player early.
I don't really care about what they give them. I just don't want what happened to Gold Coast to happen. They need to look at two clubs. One came the year before, one came the year after, and look at the club that GWS became very quickly versus Gold Coast, who only just made finals. You got to find a way to make Tassie be able to come in. So AFL's seen how to make a club shit and how to start a club really good. So they got to do that with Tassie. Starts with that. It was 4 million bonus, wasn't it?
5.
5 million. So that's something that's a big incentive right there. And what that does is it opens the door to bring two players in, not just your Gary Ablett. It allows you to bring Gary Ablett and say Buddy, at that time. Big of name of players.
One of the differences here, just looking, because I got both of the packages that they had. Suns didn't have what GWS had, which was they were able to sign up to 16 uncontracted AFL players, so one from each club. You reckon that was the difference, or just did that have a part of it?
I honestly couldn't tell you for two reasons. I think we're too young sort of to know exactly what happened there. And then the other one is I think just the state of Gold Coast probably just didn't help. It's not a football mad sort of area. It's very NRL party time, you know what I mean? I think that didn't really help them. Whereas Tassie, you walk in. I don't see Tassie being unsuccessful. I could personally, honestly see if St Kilda doesn't win a grand final in the next 4 years, which I don't think they will, Tassie will win one before St Kilda.
On the topic of St Kilda, we're just going to go up, pick a few of your pickups. So, DeConing, obviously, known this for a while. Keon, final verdict. He's officially a Saints man.
Mm-hmm.
You're bought in? You happy?
I'm going to say one more thing, and it'll be positive for the rest of it. It's not going to fucking work. And now we'll be positive about DeConing.
We're moving forward.
That's my last thing. It's not going to work. But I'm moving on from it, so it'll be really good.
Jack Silvani, next one you got?
Yeah, no, I don't mind it. I like it. If he plays the way that he played in the back line, come sort of the start of the season, what he did before he got injured. I've seen a lot of mock drafts, not mock drafts, mock lineups, and it's had Caminiti not in there. I think people are hating on Caminiti. Need to remember, need to realize how good he actually can be. Bless you.
Sorry.
But I like it. We're gonna have a bit of depth. We're actually gonna have players fighting for spots.
I really loved this pick, but then I thought about it. And I really thought about it. And then I thought, hang on, you speak for a second.
Oh yeah, so going on the depth. I mean, St Kilda's not a club where there's been a lot of players fight for spots, whereas now we're getting so many of these players in that people are actually going to fight.
So I really liked this pick. I liked it more than I liked Tom DeConing, for sure. But then I thought about it, and then I thought he hasn't played a healthy season in 3-4 years. And it makes me really nervous, actually, the more I think about it. Because even considering this year, it was his best year, and he's still.
I'm sorry, we've got to talk about the elephant in the room. So, Sharky has for the last 2 minutes. I know I was getting really weird, making faces, trying to take his headphones off, and going, "Oh, maybe he wants to go to the bathroom." Right? Walks out the door. All right, maybe he's trying to let himself off a little bit, something like that. Then walks in with a container. You didn't walk to your car. Did someone drop that off to you?
Yeah. I didn't even know.
What do you mean you didn't even know?
All right, so
So confused.
my girlfriend basically texted me being like, "Oh, do you want food?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm hungry." Thinking she'd be like, "Oh, it's all right. Just wait till we get home. You'll have something to eat." And then she texts me. She goes, "I'm out the front with food." And I just was not prepared for that at all. And now, I've got heartburn. Oh yeah.
I just felt like we had to speak about that because that was really throwing me off.
I reckon you asked her to bring the food.
I genuinely didn't. Keon saw my face when I was looking
He
at my
was
phone.
very what the fuck? That's why I was getting thrown off. I was really like, what is going on?
Yeah.
Anyway, shout out to my girlfriend. Supplying me with good food. What were we talking about? Jack Silvani? We done with that?
Yeah.
Jack Steele stepping down as captain. We talked about it before.
Yeah, I already spoke about it.
I know, I'm just saying. Keon, any final words you want to say? He basically was told, explore your options or stay. And he was like, I'll stay, back myself into still play at an AFL level in the club. Do you like that?
Yep. No,
I hope he finds other options. Or
I don't want to see him go. I back him big preseason. Let's go, Jack Steele.
Ryan Marshall, we talked on that before. I don't think there's much more we have to say on that one. Has the right to want to move. Carlton, looking like they're stepping up to the plate a bit more than Geelong. It will be interesting to see where that one goes. Is there one you prefer for him to go to? One you just don't want to see him succeed at more?
I mean, he goes to Geelong, he'll succeed no matter what. Goes to Carlton, he'll get good opportunity. I really like him as a player, so I don't hate him. I know, and it's not like the battle one where it's like he chose to leave. The bloke got blindsided, not told about us getting to Koning. So I can understand him completely.
Makes sense. Geelong's Mad Monday. So it's been a while since we talked on this, so a bit off the trade news. But as we all know, there's a lot going on. There always is with the Geelong Mad Mondays. But this year was a bit more on the controversial side. So we had DeConing and Ollie Dempsey rocking up in a Aston Martin, paid by Cotton On. We had Max Holmes dressed as Carol Wilson. Bailey Smith as a cowboy. We added also some Smurfs. And we also had the Catman. Someone hired a professional painter to paint their face. And they would have had to do this before they lost the grand final. Or would be more embarrassing if they did it after, which would be more embarrassing personally.
I don't think they would have changed their costume regardless if they would have won
No,
or
no,
lost.
but they're like, oh, I'm going to go as the Catman, I'm going to go as the Catman. And they're organising like a face painter.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't understand this whole thing about people hating on Mad Mondays and you planned it before the grand final. Like, they've just spent they've spent 40 weeks of the year preparing themselves for the biggest day of the year, grand final day. And yes, they didn't win. Are they not allowed to celebrate what they've accomplished in those 40 days?
But also, hang on. Like, literally, Google, face painter. Call. Hey, can I get my face painted on Saturday? Sure. Sweet, see you then. Like a minute 30 max. What are we doing, guys? Like, people spend more time taking out their bins. Wow. Max Holmes just took a shit. He's clearly not focused on the grand final.
Yeah, I know.
He's got a grand final to play. Why is he focusing on shitting?
And I feel like one of the big things the media talks about is, you can't get overwhelmed in grand final week.
Yeah.
You can't think about it
Can't
too
let it
much.
consume you.
Nah, but you thought about your Mad Monday, but you're not allowed to think about it. Like, it just...
And the thought wouldn't have been that deep. Like, it's really not that deep. Like,
And it's a totally different story if they win.
but also, is it really a professional face painter?
I heard it was quite professional.
Well, I feel like anyone, I feel like I could go get that at a
face painter,
fair.
yeah.
That's just like a classic cat face paint.
And the other thing is that really disappoints me and people not being happy about it. I love Geelong's, man. Every year they deliver. It's always Good Man Mondays.
I loved it, but get off social media.
Bailey Smith,
what
this
are
is
we
my next
doing?
team.
Oh, yeah.
Needs to be off his phone.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Someone needs to go to him, mate. This is a social environment. Give me a phone.
No, I genuinely think, like, if he keeps up the social media presence, I don't think he'll be at Geelong for long, because Geelong hate being in the spotlight. Like, and since he's got there, all he's done is put them in the spotlight, and I reckon they would have been furious at that. Like, seriously, what they did on Man Monday was fine, but what you're doing on social media just completely blows it out of proportion. And
so the Caroline Wilson
it's so easy to pick on the media if you're putting Instagram stories up.
And the other thing, the players get told about all this stuff, right? And they saw what happened with GWS last year. Like, and
GWS were private. Imagine GWS were chucking it on their stories, you know? Like, it's so... 90% of the articles I saw were about Bailey Smith's social media stories rather than them actually being at the pub.
Yeah, like Caroline Wilson goes, it's all right. Like, I'm even right that Max Holmes dressed up as me. Would have been nice if I gave a heads up. But it's a completely different story. Like, that's the only story we get if Bailey Smith doesn't put on a story. I mean, like, the best Caroline I've seen.
Yeah, like Caro never looked so good.
Yeah.
What are you doing, bro?
It's just stupid. And then they also did the Brokeback Mountain stuff, which was just another dumb thing that was just not called for at all, especially when the AFL is...
I thought Dempsey's was hilarious.
Yeah, I thought that was really good.
Dempsey and Sam DeConnies was hilarious. I thought Close's was hilarious with Catman. I thought Holmes was even hilarious. Bailey Smith fucking ruined it. Like, he just ruined the fun for everyone.
So they do it well. They don't go over the line. They just make
I think
the funny shit.
Sorry, you go.
I think Brizzy was smart. They costumes in duffel bags. They got dressed in there.
Well, theirs was pretty good. Did you listen to Hugh McCluggage?
Yeah.
He ran it. It was like, nope, op shop.
Yeah.
They're only allowed to buy clothes from the op shop.
And that's how, like, because you don't need to know what these clubs are doing for Mad Monday. Like, why do we need to see... We don't see any other local teams fucking dressing up for Mad Monday. Why do we need to know what Bailey Smith's dressing up as on a Monday afternoon?
The Geelong one I've always felt is a bit different. It's kind of a bit more like a presentation coming out. They were dressed up as old people. Jezza was a bird once.
No, but they're just good at it. Like,
they're good at it.
But that's the only difference it is between other clubs, is they're just good at it.
Yeah.
I'll be interested to see what it's like next year with the club coming out and saying they're going to review and educate their members towards the standards.
They just said no more Mad Monday.
I don't think they said they're going to rework it.
No, they said they said no more Mad Monday.
Will not continue in its current form. Just the direct quote.
From their statement, it said
Mad
Monday will not continue.
Their statement is the club
they'll be doing
Wacky
Wacky Wednesday instead.
Or
Silly Saturday.
Thriller Thursdays.
Yeah. Taco Tuesdays.
Warple over to the Cats. Happy to see him go. Pick 39. Oh, we know my thoughts on Warple. He got a 4-year contract. He had connections with Grindmires and grew up in that area, so good for him. He's been a great footballer, but ready to see some new talent come through. Hawks BNF. Jack Gunston comes away with the win. Carl Amon second. Dylan Moore third. You guys see his speech?
Mm-hmm.
God, close to tears. Just looking at him, seeing Brucey there. You know what else brought me to tears almost? Seeing Bruce and Richmond kit.
That was fucking awesome.
That was very interesting.
How good is that?
It looks very weird.
It threw me off internally.
How good is it?
But I mean, it's so great that you got a job and you guys are going to succeed from it well.
It's incredible.
But I would have liked it if you did it with us. But.
I do find that really interesting. That
well, why would he go play? Why would he do it at Hawthorn? Go to a successful club like Richmond. You want a club with history.
He's won 3 premierships.
He's made a lot of our history.
He is their history. In the last
exactly.
20 years.
So go make some more history with a better club.
Sam Mitchell's speech.
That's a weird one. I don't understand why he didn't stay there.
He probably wants a fresh start.
We also don't know whoever's in the job at Hawthorn as well might not have. Like, you don't want to get rid of him.
He had connections at Richmond. That's the same reason Taylor Dray went as well.
Yeah.
Former Hawthorn player.
Sam Mitchell's speech.
Who's the connection?
Okay.
I don't know.
Just saying, did you guys see it? You guys like it?
He needs to calm the fuck down.
He's just a competitive bloke.
He actually needs to shut up.
You know what I love about it? It's just so funny. As a player, he was always quiet. You didn't really hear much from him. He was
bit of a
away
grubby
from the
player though.
Media. Yeah, but in the media though.
Yeah.
There was
Yeah, nothing.
off field. But now, just yap. And I find it really funny because like seeing Hawthorn, and I was being a Hawthorn fan back then, is like you knew Sam Mitchell was the player versus like, Hodge spoke quite a bit and stuff like that. And now this bloke is just, it's so funny because it's like you're seeing a completely different
I think they were smart, like when he played, never chucking him on the mic.
Oh, yeah.
Because you saw how he played and you're like, oh, I don't want to see you in a post-game interview. And now it's seeing Sam Mitchell on the field in the media. That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
Whereas Sam Mitchell off the field as a player is like the opposite of how
I do like it though. It's good when, a player's angry about not being there. It needs to take a bit of a chill pill on that.
Yeah, I disagree.
I
disagree.
The club is built on premierships, not prelims. Just being like, let's like, this is good, but it's not what we're aiming for. I like that one.
How about you guys were fighting for wooden spoon at the start of last year? Let's chill the fuck out.
It's fine what he's saying.
You made a semi last year and now you made a prelim.
Yeah, that's what he's not saying. He's saying like we can celebrate, but like let's keep going.
Oh, well, he goes last year, mate. We should have watched that grand final saying we could have been there.
I think he said we could have matched. We could have.
He said we could have been there.
He said we could have been there, but we wouldn't have.
Yeah,
won
he
it.
was.
And
He
then
was.
this
but he
year
still
he
said
was like,
It's like, I guess it's strive for greatness, but like, chill the fuck out. Like, we're a BNF night.
Brisbane made 6 final series before they won their grand final.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Here's my question: where did he watch the grand final? If he hated, like, was he at home watching the grand finals because he hated watching it? Was he there, or was he at a party just sitting in the corner like we should?
I reckon we would have seen him on the TV. Oh,
We
no, we
should've
didn't see
been there.
anyone on the TV, to be honest.
No, I reckon he was just at home with the kids.
Bad day to be there with the kids. He would have been
Do you
so
think-
angry.
Being that he played football like very recently, he's still got that football mentality, and that's why he says he's angry. Because as a player, you want to play finals, right? So do you think there's still that bit of
Yeah, for
player
sure.
mentality?
The way he speaks is so player.
Mm.
Like, he does not speak like a coach
Which I like,
at
though.
all.
I do like that
Yeah.
about him, though.
Someone needs to media train him a little bit.
You'll probably
Nah, but I think-
he'll have one screw up at some stage.
But I think
He already has
But he's
a
allowed
couple.
to show his passion.
You need to be more composed as a coach.
I don't feel like he's saying anything uncomposed. Like he's not. He's like friendly angry. He's not like I hated the grand final. Like I sat there and I just wanted to hurt everyone. Like he's like I hated watching the grand final.
But I like it. He's speaking his mind, though.
If you listen to the speech, he's almost having a conversation with the audience. Like he's like, "What do you guys think?" Like I kind of like that. Don't give me that smile. I'm gonna let you.
Hawthorn fan.
One shout out I want to give, and he is a podcast icon. I would describe him as Sam Frost. I know he was been delisted, but this was the last time I'm going to get to talk about him. I feel just sayonara. 2 games this year. I'm so angry what we did, saying like, "Oh, we'll extend your contract for another year. Like you've got a spot. We're bringing 2 defenders, but somehow you'll get a spot." Like, stay. And now we've just delisted him. He only played 2 games this year. For 13 years of football, it's just come to an abrupt end. I found out he actually used to play a sport as a child, and just like you guys to quickly guess what that might be. It wasn't football or basketball.
Water polo.
No. Keon, you go.
Lacrosse.
I thought that was fishing. No, not lacrosse.
Badminton.
No.
Volleyball.
Volleyball!
Interesting.
He was a tall kid. You just know he was.
But you don't see many volleyball players in it. Anyway, sayonara, Sam Frost. You'll be
That's some
missed.
bullshit.
It's
Another
so
reason
bad.
why I don't like Sam Mitchell. Don't fucking tell him he's guaranteed a spot when he was going to leave, and then play him 2 games of the year.
Yeah, but who really thought he was going to play?
Well, him. He trusted his coach.
Okay, he got the paycheck at the end of the day, so
No, but he didn't. He didn't even get the matches. He got 2
paycheck.
matches for the year.
got the paycheck.
That's some fucking bullshit.
He's also got 2 Brownlow votes all time.
Well, you know, Darcy Cameron, first player to not poll a single Brownlow vote and win the club's BNF since like 2009.
Wow. On the topic of Hawthorn, we move to Zach Merritt. We've discussed this a lot, but basically it's a standstill where the club's saying he's not going anywhere. Hawks are saying we want him. Club's saying we're not going to get rid of him. What do they say today? He's a club champion. He's a required player. We will not entertain a trade. But it just feels like I've got this gut feeling that's going to happen.
Honestly, I don't want to hear anything more about it until it actually happens. 'Cause it's just really like.
Okay, well, we haven't talked about his acceptance speech at the BNF. What did you guys think about it?
My manager wrote this for me.
A lot of people saying ChatGPT had a good hand to play in it too. A few long words. Nothing wrong with that if you ask me personally. Chuck anything in ChatGPT, comes out better.
My favorite thing was his wife the next day posted a photo, obviously on TikTok, couple photos of them getting ready, and then was his baby with the medal around it. Thought that was kind of cute, but
One comment I want to highlight: no club should be defined by one person, and Essendon is no different. I feel like he's just
ChatGPT.
that's definitely one of those. But like, he kind of does think he's bigger though. Like he's like
He is though.
He is. This is the sad thing. Like he is won the best and fairest for the 6th time in a row. He is bigger than the club, but he can't say he's bigger than the club. He wants to leave.
I like that because he's just what he's saying there is, I'm actually not bigger than the club. He's saying like, you guys are gonna be okay, man. Like,
It's all right. It's all right.
Yeah, like it's like breaking up with like a crazy girlfriend. It's like, look, there's still this guy, Mr. Sam Durham's still here. Like.
See, I just don't think it's like that for him though.
But you know what I mean? Like when he says that, he's saying like just chill, chill the fuck out. Like why is this what? I don't
Let me
know.
go.
Yeah, I don't own the club. Like
It's all right.
I
Like,
bet you if Jai Caldwell tried leaving, we wouldn't be kicking up a fuss like this.
there's just a car beeping up the
Car
front.
horn beeping.
Do you want to go check on it while we speak?
It's not my car.
Well, can you check on it to see if it's my car?
Oh, what? Okay.
So while he's doing that, do you think he'll end up there?
I think so. I think he could. There's a possibility.
Yeah,
Sorry, guys,
okay.
we're just trying to make sure everyone's safe.
Yeah.
And,
A safe environment. Make sure that nothing bad's happening.
No, I think he will. However, it just keeps pissing me off that each day it's like, oh, no, he will. Next day, no, he won't. Oh, he will. And there's like this back and forth thing of
He
like,
can't not make it
we
there now.
just do the trade.
I don't reckon he'll make it there because he hasn't formally requested a trade.
You don't think he will go there?
I think if he was going to go there, he would have requested a trade by now.
All good, guys.
Was it mine? Was
No,
it-
it wasn't yours.
Okay.
God. Yeah, I know it's a tough one. If it's one that's going to happen deadline day.
Well, that's the thing. I feel like if it was going to happen and if there were good signs, I feel like it would have been Zach Merritt request a trade to Hawthorn. But for this, what he's doing now feels like it's like, I want to leave, but like I have a feeling it might not happen. So I'm not going to do anything and I'm going to pretend like I'm still here in case it doesn't happen. So no one hates me when you know what I mean? Like, so.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting. It's gonna be
Sam
interesting.
Draper,
Yeah, Sam Draper.
he made his way to the Lions.
He did.
What was it, a pick 19 for the Dons?
Yeah, they got well for that.
Pick 20, I
Yeah.
think. I don't know how that's moved about, though. Yeah,
That's
that's
great.
cool.
That's a pick 20 that'll end up being pick 31.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Who have we got next? Charlie Curnow. Touched on him a lot. Geelong. Can they get him?
No, I don't think so. Not Geelong.
No, not Geelong. Charlie Kerner will be at the Blues next year.
Sydney?
Nah, Charlie Kerner will be at the Blues next year.
Why do you say that?
There's just no way he gets there anywhere else, in my opinion.
Because of the value or?
Yeah.
Fair. I mean, I don't know. I feel like he is going to stay there, but I feel like next year we might see it come to a bit more fruition when other teams have a bit more space. This is a very busy trade period. Charlie Curnow to the Blues, where we had the best and fairest results. George Hewitt came along with the win. I bugger that. How do you say it?
No, not that. Keep going. You said that perfect.
See, I don't understand how many medals he got. So he got the John Nicholas medal. He got the Coaches Award, the Players Award, the Carltonian William A. Cook Award, the Bill Lannon Inner Blue Ruthless Award, and the Interstate Curator Award.
So bro's just him.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hearing.
He came away with a solid run.
If that doesn't sum up Carlton's year
Yeah.
by we had no one good play this
Not
year.
hearing Cripper's name at all.
No.
It's just pretty full on. Vossi's speech. Anyone have a listen to it?
No.
It was, in my opinion, quite honest, quite brutally honest. He basically said, as a leader, I fell short of what was required. There's been a difficult reflection, and I let you down. And that sits really uncomfortably with me. And then he talked a lot about the turmoil within the club, I felt. He said inside the locker room and outside in the stands, we are...
Turmoil. It's a good word.
We as a club have had cultural defeat ourselves. Right now, we are not a very resilient football club. And I feel like that's kind of him addressing the team and going, if we're going to move forward, all this pointing, all this name saying to within the club, outside the club, to the fans, it all needs to be taken down a notch and you need to move forward as one. Would that be the right message coming out of that? Or...
Yep.
Yep. Okay, cool.
Yeah. I think the footy club, they've never recovered from their cheating over salary cap. From what I hear, it's not a very good environment as a football club. Internally, hasn't been since then, and just doesn't get any better. But, we've obviously turned around. They did make a prelim a year ago, so.
And the year before that.
Yeah, but that year, that was like.
Well, they should have won that year.
They should have, actually. So, yeah, Voss's speech, great one. Great coach. Maybe not. I don't know, Sharky, you can move on now.
Craig McRae. BNF night for the Pies. First of all, we've all would have seen it. Maybe a few more 16 disposal games might get you there next year to Nick Dacos. But some people have taken this to heart. I think it's a funny joke. I think if Matt Rao saw it, he would be like, who cares?
No, I genuinely think Fly's dead serious though. No, you know how you can he's kind of like joking, not joking.
Yeah, he's a very hard man to.
Yeah, I
breathe.
genuinely think he's like not happy about it, but he's like found a way to express it so he doesn't sound salty like Sam Mitchell.
Yeah,
but I actually, for some reason, I fucking hate it. It's like, shut up. It's not all about Nick Dacos all the fucking time, bro. You didn't even give him the BNF. He would have known that.
Yeah.
He would have known that Nick Dacos wasn't winning the BNF and gone,
why should he have won the Brown?
Yeah, you could have won the Brownlow though.
On that.
That's him voting as well. That's him.
Yeah, that's him. That is your fucking thing. Funny stat, Kate McCarthy just said it today. 16 disposal games in 2025. Darcy Cameron, 4. Nick Dacos, 0. So Craig McRae is technically right.
Yeah, he is.
He didn't have any 16 disposal games, but Darcy Cameron had 4 of them. And he won a BNF, so maybe a couple more 16 disposal games.
Keep that one on watch.
Peter Dacos walks out. So he walked out about halfway through the night. What are you giggling about?
You're munching on food, man.
I'm sorry. I'm so
eating during
I'm
a
so
podcast.
hungry and it's so good. It's just actually a blessing. So walked out about halfway. So took his tie off, slammed off. Was very angry and very distraught. He could be sick. Could have had too many bevies. Who knows what the go was there. Do you reckon he's annoyed that he's lost? Do you reckon someone went across from the table and be like, oh, by the way, Dacos doesn't win this?
Probably not. I don't know.
So why would the tie coming off for me is a big one.
I didn't say it.
Yeah, I didn't see
It's
it.
not
I don't know.
same. Anyway,
Sons are going to leave anyway. So.
Tassie.
Yeah.
Pies, they're looking at Jack Buller to maybe bring in. Is that a good move by them?
I don't mind it. I think he's good. Just needs work on his goal kicking.
How old do you reckon Jack Buller is?
He'd be 23 or 4.
I thought he was like 20. And I was speaking to the bloke over in that seat, and he's 24 years old. Shit pickup. I thought he was good for like a 20-year-old, upcomer.
He's came up.
Ass. What the hell?
He's been there for a little bit.
He played 9 games this year and got 11 goals, so that's all right.
How many behinds did he kick though? Because his goal kicking is atrocious.
I can tell you that. Let's figure that one out.
I'll tell you that. He needs to fix his goal kicking because that's something he really seemed to struggle with. But I don't mind him. I actually thought he actually did all right. thought if he gets the right opportunity, if he gets Nick Dacos kicking it to him 16 times a game,
5 behinds.
then he'll do all right. Well, he only had 5 behinds. Wow. He must have had a lot out on the full.
Anyone want to know how many Jonty Fall had?
How many
16 game disposal games.
No, behinds.
Ah. 16.
Yeah, literally. I'm pretty sure it was actually 16.
So have we found the magic number in AFL?
Yeah.
Brody Mychek on his way out. I
Really-
didn't think he would really leave. I thought he would just kind of call it quits at the Pies. Kind of
No,
stay
well,
there.
basically, D's offered him a 2-year. Pies were adamant they weren't going to give him more than one. So,
No, I'm happy he's went there. I'd like to see his football extended a little bit longer, but
yeah.
it's interesting. He was their leading goal kicker for 5 years, from 2019 to
Leading goal
2023.
kicker. Oh, no, Jamie Elliott this year.
2023. I don't know who kicked it in 2000. Who was their leading goal kicker last year?
Probably Jamie Elliott.
Probably Jamie Elliott.
Do we think that Collingwood can make the top 8 next year?
I'm very passionate about this. I think that they are going to screw themselves over by keeping this list too much the same. I feel like they're going to make the 8 next year, but it's a downhill slope. They aren't topping up with young picks. It doesn't look like they're actively recruiting too much. Kind of looks like they're just backing in these players again, which you have for someone like Steele Sidebottom, right? Had an unreal year this year, but like, were we expecting that at the start of the year? No. So it's like, if he falls down, that's a natural stage. I don't feel like Pendles can go with it much more. Not without the sub being there. I feel like if the sub was there, maybe he could get on a bit more. Just a few players in their list. I don't know how Bobby's going to go next year. Is Bobby going to be mentally all right to keep playing?
Yeah, he'll be back.
It'll be all right.
He'll be all right, but like, if he's not, you know what I mean? I feel like their list needs kind of a contingency plan. Someone like a second tier to start growing up. And I don't feel like they have that second tier.
I just worry for their forward line.
I think they're going to be fine. I just thought about it, and you look at it, you think about it, and then you go, fuck, maybe they are fucked. But we thought the exact same thing this year.
I didn't. I had them as premiers.
That's true. But like,
I think they
after opening round, everyone spoke of
Oh, we
them
did, yes,
disgustingly. And they still proved to be, one of the best teams.
However, this is my only thing with it, right? Halfway, we say round 17, or even halfway through the season, is Jamie Elliott was playing career best football, right? He falls off. Collingwood fall off. Struggle to kick goals from inside 50, right? So I think their problem is their goals. They had one of the worst inside 50 to score ratios.
Yeah.
They get rid of Mychek, and I know he didn't perform well, but then bang, you've just lost him.
I don't know. You get Bobby Hill back, which is huge. Like
That is big.
people forget how big that is.
But how's Bobby going to do what he does if he's got no one to bring it to ground?
Well, that's where you're planning on Dan McStay. Jack Buller is another one that hopefully if they can get in, just a bloke to bring it to ground. Whether or not they want to use Mason Cox as someone that can just bring it to ground. But we also look at it, Jeremy Howe injured the entire year. Billy Frampton injured the entire year almost. Steele Sidebottom injured that second half of the year a lot of the time. Dan Houston, a 2-time All-Australian, couldn't find form. Harry Perryman playing out of position. I think Geordie DeGoey, also another injured player. Ned Long, another one coming up. Bo McCreary missing half of the season as well. I feel like they have a lot to give.
The only problem with I agree with you. The only problem is all the players you named, right, are in their best 22. I feel like there's no one in the 22 to 28 mark on their list, not age-wise, but as in the fringe players that are pushing. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think that there is enough to push,
Yeah, I feel like they need that someone like that second tier underneath just to like make people fight for a spot, or for someone to be like, "Hey, Pendles, like you're playing well. Go have a trot in the VFL." You know what I mean?
You look, Tom Mitchell, most likely he'll leave as well.
Yeah,
it'll be
if they can get Clayton Oliver.
If they can get Clayton Oliver, but I just don't know where they're for.
Clayton Oliver, I reckon, is a big.
I don't know. You look at it. Jamie Elliott kicked 60 goals for the year, so he was their saving grace.
That's the thing. Is he going to kick 60?
But Bobby Hill only played.
No, that is true. That is true.
They lose Myercheck, but Dan McStay did miss a lot of football as well. He was obviously really bad in that second half of the year. Schultz only kicking 13 goals for the season as well.
Schultz really hasn't been what they wanted him to be.
He's been all right. Like, he hasn't been terrible, but he hasn't been what he was at Freo at all. I don't know. I think they're going to be okay.
I'm bullish. I don't think so. I think this.
We'll go in the take to the banks. Collingwood to make the top 8.
I don't think they're going to make the top 6. I want to say that. They're not going to make the top 6.
Okay. What about top 8 if you had to make a call?
I don't know, 'cause it's going to be so tight. It's a game that it's a goal in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think they'll make the top 6. That's what I think. I can still see them pushing into the 8, but.
Okay. West Coast. They received an assistant package from the AFL. They get pick 19 or end of the first. I don't know how that'll play out with all the other
That'll
picks.
just come as like pick 30th by the end of it.
Yeah. 4 extra rookie spots for 3 years. Do you guys think this is a fair package to be given by the AFL? Do you think they deserve this? When we look at North, right, they got their assistant package in 2023. Their last final was 6 years. Was what in 2016? So what? That's 7 years before that. They got pick 19 as well. The year after that, they got pick 20 and pick 21, and they only had 2 extra rookie spots for 1 year.
I'll put it this way.
Yeah.
For me, no, they don't deserve it. But yes, because they're that much in shambles. So I'll put it this way. In terms of deserving, they're nowhere near deserving because they won a flag 7 years ago. But if you're the AFL from a business standpoint, it's one of the biggest clubs. It's the second biggest club in the AFL. And they're probably like, they could have won no games last year, which is like way worse than we've ever seen North Melbourne. So I'll put it that way in terms of how bad they are. We haven't seen a team that bad. North has been bad, but not that bad.
Yeah.
So I actually don't mind it at all just because of how fucking terrible they are.
Yeah. I think it's whatever can get us to not fall asleep at 4:40 on a Sunday.
Mm.
And
when
they
you've
could
got-
show a
when-
bit of the back end of the season.
And
I
when
will say
they're
that.
pulling, well, they only beat St Kilda, you know, like.
Yeah. And that's a fucking elite
And
team
I-
as well.
And as the AFL, you can't have a club winning one game.
No.
Unfortunately, the last team that was like that was Fitzroy, and they got fucking de-shelved. So,
Well, that's the thing that I think really, because they're such a big fan base club,
oh yeah, like if
is
it was
what's
fucking,
helping. If this was St Kilda, right?
yeah,
Oh, Tasmania. See you later. Like we would
yeah,
get
the
shipped
emerging.
off. Like we just get shipped off to Tasmania.
No, genuinely. And that's the thing. Like, one, it's a huge club, and two, everyone's cracking the shits because they won a premiership 7 years ago, but they're not thinking about how bad this football team is and how bad for business it is.
Fair enough.
Because right now we have a very top 9 teams are fucking crazy. Bottom 9 are just disgustingly bad.
But I feel like in 2 years it's going to even out a bit better.
No, it already has evened out in terms of the top order.
I feel like it'll maybe even stretch to like the top 10 or the top 11.
No.
I think next year it'll be a top 12.
Yeah, I think it stretches out.
But the problem is, I think teams like West Coast probably won't find stuff.
I feel like the fixture, if you play West Coast 2-3 times compared to another team, it's going to be like, what's this, 12 points?
I think
Saints played.
if I look at it, right, I go,
Carlton played them.
I think North Melbourne find 2 more wins. I'll say I think Richmond can find 2 more wins. So if you
I'd
take
back
away
Richmond for 4 more wins.
Yeah.
How many wins did they have? They had
We won 5.
5. If they win, so you're saying they're going to win 4 more games?
Okay, I didn't
Well,
realize
If
that.
they
no,
win
hang
4
on.
more,
We
then
could have
they're-
won 4
they're
more
good.
games this year.
No, but him saying that, right, means that they're. What the fuck is going on?
Is there someone out there? Do you know?
I have no idea.
Did you have a look
Where
again?
Did you not go
I
look?
went down there and someone was trying to get in their, not get in their car, but someone was like mucking around with their car keys.
Can you have a look again?
Why don't you have a look?
Well, I'm doing the fucking podcast.
So am I.
You're eating.
Oh, God.
This guy was munching on the mic and he wants me to go down.
But yeah, like I think they can win 2 more games. So they do that, they get to 7, right? How many
Who?
did North have?
You think we can win only 2?
No, I'm saying you could win 7. That's your line.
You reckon we can win more than 7?
I think you can win more than 7. I'm saying your line, your over/under line.
Okay. At 7, at
6.5.
At 6.5, you taking the overs or the unders?
Right now, I'd say I take the overs. I'd have
Okay.
to see the fixture though.
Yeah,
If you get a difficult-
fair, yeah,
If you
true.
get a difficult one,
That's
but right
true.
now I'm
The
taking
fixture
over.
actually
Yeah,
means a
it
lot
does,
for a
yeah.
lot of them.
Because if you get West Coast twice versus getting Brisbane twice, well,
But the thing is, in that bottom 9, there's only 2 teams that I see rising.
what did North? How many wins did North have?
North
They-
won 5 games as well.
So I see North winning.
They
2
had a
more,
draw.
right?
That's 7 games.
Yeah. So I think again for them, I can see them going a bit better.
Essendon had 6 wins. They'll win like 1 game next year.
You reckon 1 game?
They're going to suck.
It's if Merritt goes.
I actually I know Nick Martin as well, like
Yeah,
for the
that's
entire
true.
year. I think they'll win like 2 games.
So they'll probably lose some. That they are correct
Melbourne
with
won
that.
7 games.
I reckon I can see the 6 maybe.
Port won 9 games.
New coach, you'd say maybe 7. A lot of these teams are 6.5 line. I will say.
Carlton won 9 games.
I can see them getting better though.
Well, I can also see them getting a lot worse.
You reckon?
There's two team. There's one team. There's literally one team I can see rising, and that's St Kilda. With 9 wins, I could see them getting 12 wins, and then Sydney, I can see them getting more wins, but they're in that top 10. Same with Bulldogs in that top 10.
That's what I reckon it'll be a top 12.
I cannot see Carlton getting more than 9 wins,
Really?
and I cannot see Melbourne or Port Adelaide getting more than 7 and 9.
No, those
wins.
ones I agree with. The Carlton one, I can see Carlton jumping into the top 8. I can.
Nah, not with the top 10 that we've got at the moment.
West Coast Eagles have a new member probably heading their way, Brendan Starcevich from the Lions. Him and Callum Archie are leaving the
I
Lions.
can't believe Starcevich is doing that.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. I mean,
He grew up there.
he's done what he's done for his goal.
Yeah.
I mean, you go 2 grand finals.
He must
it's
really
like,
want to go home.
Yeah,
But why not go to Freo?
but they probably offer him more money.
Yeah.
Do you reckon his concussion history, especially in the grand final, has?
That's what a lot of
Did
people are
he
saying.
not
I was
use
like, why are you
contract
bringing
or-
you in?
Yeah.
Well, I think if you're Starcevich, you're taking the West Coast because you need the most guaranteed money when you've got concussion history like that.
Yeah.
And I reckon Freo's offer would have been a lot less than what West Coast's is.
It's a good move for, but if he can stay healthy, it's a good move for West Coast, right?
Great
Because,
move, yeah.
Like, I don't know what's going to happen with Jimby, where he's going to play. You most likely say the back line, right? But he's got someone with grand final experience that can help him. I know he's not going to take the bigger players,
Kind of different.
but no,
style.
I'm not saying he's going to feel what he did.
Yeah.
But as in, he's played with Harris Andrews, he can kind of, explain, or it just helps having someone down there who can format the back six.
Yeah, and before anyone panics about the Lions, they've still got Noah Answorth.
Oh, yeah.
Who was in incredible form before the end of the year to come in.
Archie will leave. Lincoln McCarthy comes back.
Yep. And then Kitty Coleman comes back. Oscar Allen hits the side. Sam Draper hits the side. The game's fucking gone.
Yeah.
It's actually gone.
Yeah, well, the next one I was
They're
gonna-
gonna win again next
Yeah, they
year.
are. The game's gone. Like dead set.
Like what? Like I'm
How do
looking
you
right-
lose players like Starcevich and Archie and get better?
Yeah.
And Oscar McInerney.
But like how? Yeah, we didn't speak about he retired, obviously. It's just how are you gonna beat their midfield, right? All right, we beat them. All right, we're gonna beat Harris Andrews. All right, the ball's in the forward line. Oh, now we go Oscar Allen. Like,
How do you beat Harris Andrews? Oh, we've got a great small forward. They've got an unreal small defender. Well, fuck.
oh, we'll just send numbers down the line. Oh, well, they've got Dane Zocco who can just hit a pin drop.
Oh, wait. We'll beat them on the wing. They've got Jasper Fletcher with Norm Smith Fights on the wing. And Will Ashcroft and Levi Ashcroft, the two
And
brothers on
Barry.
the wings. And Barry on the wing. Oh, we'll beat it. We'll beat him in our backline. Our
Oh.
backline will stand up nicely. Henry Smith come out and kick 4 goals.
We'll tag McCluggage. All right, what about Norm? All right, we'll tag him as well. All right, what about Lockie Neal? Oh, we'll tag all 3. You got Sam Draper.
Yeah.
Next one I was going to touch on was Oscar Allen, but we've basically covered that one off. He's on.
That's another one. Oh,
Yeah.
well, we covered Logan Morris pretty well. He's too young. Oh, well,
Allen kicked 5.
they've got Ty Gallup. Oh, well, we covered Ty Gallup. He's pretty shit still. Oh, Oscar Allen just joined the side. So, and Eric Hipwood.
Yeah, he won't play. I don't reckon he'll get many games.
You reckon? We'll play over Ty Gallup.
You reckon?
Yeah.
What Ty Gallup showed was
Yeah, his grand final was pretty average. The game before he was really good.
Yeah. What about Charlie Cameron? Oh, yeah. Got to deal with Charlie Cameron.
Well, that's the thing. Charlie Cameron, it's like he's the most unscary player during the regular season. The second he hits finals, it's like,
oh,
I
we
just flipped
stopped
the
Charlie
switch.
Cameron.
Yeah.
But what about Kai Loman?
Oh my gosh.
Like, it just doesn't stop.
Yeah.
And then you got to get the best coach in the league as well. Like,
Yeah.
Next one I was just going to say was Jacob Weir. Am I saying that right?
Were.
Weir. How do you say it?
Were.
Were?
Yeah.
Wow. That's a weird way to start. From GWS to Port. No. Left GWS to Port.
That's what you said.
Yeah, I thought I'd say it twice.
Felt so nice. Had to say it twice.
Exactly. Good addition.
Yeah.
Good scouting by them.
Yeah.
They've got a lot of those sort of wingers that are half forwards.
Unfortunately, I can't think of this guy
Yeah,
unless I'm thinking of the huge hit that he. Do you remember that?
Yeah, you know how old he is?
Pretty old. I'd say he's like 28.
He's 29.
Yeah.
He's like 23 in my mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
He doesn't
was
look
like,
very
He
old.
was like 26 when he got hit.
Yeah.
I thought he was like a 21-year-old.
Yeah,
like
same.
20 or when he
We
got
felt
hit.
really bad
I
for
know.
him. We thought that was like his welcome to the AFL moment, which it was, but he was just a 26-year-old when it happened.
Jai Simpkin, another captain that was kind of looking for their way out.
They already said nope.
Nope.
Everyone said nope.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. No,
Yeah.
everyone said no. People kind of wanted it out of his way.
I-
I've said they'll take him back and there's no bad blood.
I'm pretty sure it was North asking him to explore his options, wasn't it?
No, I think he was.
He was not happy.
I think it
with
was a
his
bit of
position.
both, wasn't it?
His thing was, I'm not playing in midfield
Yeah.
and I'm losing, right? If I went
What's the
somewhere,
fucking point?
so he's like, if I go somewhere and play midfield and still lose, that's better. If I go somewhere and play half forward
And
but
we're winning,
then it's
yeah.
like, well, yeah, that's better. But I think he was like, I'm in a shit spot. I'm not playing where I want and I'm not winning games.
Yeah, fair. Surely
Uh,
Richmond would like pick him up or something, or Essendon.
No clubs had any
That's what I
interest.
don't understand with some teams. I'm like, there's just so many players, just can't fucking pick him up.
Like
Maybe they're asking for too much. That's where I think the player. That's what I come back to your point where it's like, can players ask for this? Blah blah blah. I think they do. I think that's half the reason we don't see players get picked up.
I think
'Cause-
players have too much.
Oh yeah, like I think Simpkin probably spoke to Brad Scott, and he was like 500k, and Brad Scott was like, see ya.
Stephen May is another one that's kind of in that no man's land.
He'll stay at Melbourne.
He'll stay at Melbourne. He's been asked to explore his options. I know he had a meeting with someone from the Pies, but they've said that they ruled him out officially today. Dogs were a bit interested. North were a bit interested. So were GWS and West Coast. I could see a West Coast maybe.
That's what happens when you make too many. Nah, West Coast have already picked Tyler Young.
Oh yeah. But that kind of wraps up the run sheet I have here of everything.
And Jacob Blight, another one, met with the Pies. Fucking hell. If I see him dominate for the Pies, I'll be furious. And that's another one. You want to talk about someone that can fight for a spot. You know, that's a VFL player that we know that can play AFL football and can add to their squad. In my opinion, better than Billy Frampton.
Yeah. That about wraps us up for everything I've got to cover. Do you guys anything that I missed?
Yeah.
No.
I've got something. I did actually put it in our notes, and I
Bum,
don't see
bum,
that we've actually been
bum,
allowed to speak about
bum.
it. So if you can do something for me, and can you pull up the AFLW logo for me, please?
Oh, yes, you did mention this.
Where is this?
Something that I learned on the weekend. Just
Can't
pull up
see
the
this.
logo, right? What's the logo look like to you?
A W.
All right, I'm about to fucking blow.
Hold
your,
on.
You know what?
Someone kicking something?
No, I'm about to blow your fucking mind.
It's probably the goalpost or something.
It's the goalpost and the goal square.
Oh my God.
Wait, no, man.
2 goalposts. Then you got you behind posts,
What?
and then you've got the goal square.
Hang on.
Jackie, what you're doing, I don't think is helping at all.
I can't see it now. What? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. That's what I was like.
Huh. I always wondered why it looks so weird.
Yeah, it makes so much sense. I was always like, why did they actually that extra line on top of the,
Yeah.
of the W? It makes so much more sense now.
Huh.
That is amazing. Like, this blew my mind.
Huh.
How did you figure that out? Did someone point that out to you? You didn't
No,
clock it
I
yourself?
saw a TikTok and someone was like, oh, it's probably at the point, the 10th season, they should redesign the logo. And they're like, oh, you know, they've got the goal square and the goalpost thing. I'm like, what do you mean they've got the goal square and the goal square? I'm like, what? And I'm like,
Huh.
oh, that makes sense.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it really blew. I was like, what?
I just learned something.
And I got another thing on contracts and stuff. Do you feel like someone like Nick Martin, right? If he was to get injured, do you think so? He won't play basically all year. Should there be like
a null and void the contract?
Yeah, not null and void the contract, null and void him being part of the salary cap.
Ooh,
Like, should there be like an injury reserve sort of thing?
Yeah, but where's the money come from?
So he's still getting paid, right? And they get to bring, the list spot opens up, right? Go to the rookie draft.
Well, no, but he would just go to the inactive list, and then they can still draft someone.
No, I know, but I just think it's tough for them because let's say someone you're paying 1.4 mil. I know they're not paying him, but let's say Naz, right, gets injured. He does his ACL in round 16 next year. Will basically not play all of the year after. Should he be allowed, I think, like even at least half of his contract gets taken out of the salary cap?
I don't mind it.
I think it's a tough one. You lose, like, let's say your highest paid player. Like it's a pretty hard thing to go through.
But I also don't understand how it works, considering you have to spend your salary cap, right? How does it work when you get to the mid-season draft if your salary cap has to already be paid for?
That's a great question.
I reckon the salary cap does move over.
I reckon there's two things. I reckon either
you get given an amount of money.
Given something.
Yeah.
Or maybe is that why we don't see some teams pick maybe?
Yeah.
Maybe it's something you've just got to be wary of.
Well, because most of the time I see people not picking in the mid-season is because they don't have an inactive spot to give. Like they've already filled their spots out with pre-selections and whatever, and they don't have a squad list.
I just think it's a tough one. And then one more, other one. Talking about players like... right, let's talk about Jack Gunson when he went to Brisbane, yeah? So Hawthorn go, oh, there's not really a spot for you. Look to go somewhere else. He's played 250-odd games for Hawthorn. Let's say he's played 200 games. I think that he should be allowed, once you've played over 200, 250 games, half your contract should be taken out of the salary cap. So a player like him who's been loyal to the club, they don't have to pass him off just because for the sake of it.
I don't mind that.
Half your contract.
So he's saying like the club doesn't like have to worry about how much money they're paying him as much.
Pendlebury, right? At the moment.
Oh yeah, gotcha.
600 grand. Yeah. Let's say he's getting, but only 300 of it goes
towards the salary cap.
He's been there. He's played that many games.
I'd rather.
Then it would just become a footy factory, though. If you're just trying to get people through to get 200 games as quick as possible.
Yeah, true.
No, but I feel like we're losing this one club like loyal players.
Yeah,
I don't mind that though.
I don't mind that idea. I just feel like it'll get.
I like people moving around.
I like people staying. I'm a big stay.
Nah, it's boring.
Like if I have to see like Weddle, some people like maybe Weddle will go. It's like nah. Like if that happens, I'm gonna be. So
but how much do you love it when it's other clubs? Like you might get Merritt. Merritt's the most loyal guy of them all.
But I'll always kind of feel like he's like a Don's bloke.
Yeah, but
you know what I mean?
Yeah, but how much will you love him in Hawthorn colours?
Yeah, I feel like to a degree. Like I'm not like all in on Josh Battle. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but Merritt's Merritt.
But you know what I mean?
Well, Battle doesn't really compare to Merritt.
But do you get what I mean? Like, if they traded Josh Weddle for Merritt, I'd be like, oh, probably the right call.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'd be like, oh, then we're losing Josh Weddle. Like, you know what I mean?
No, not at all.
See,
I'd be like, holy fuck, I've got Zach Merritt on my team.
Do you agree with what I'm saying?
I can get where you're coming from, but you
Josh Weddle. It's hard Josh Weddle for Zach Merritt.
You're talking about Merritt. That's where you kind of stuff.
It's
but
hard
I can
with
get
Merritt.
where you're coming
and
from.
Merritt's the most loyal guy in the AFL.
Clearly not.
No, well, up until now, it's unprecedented that he's the most loyal guy in the AFL. Name another one.
No,
maybe Jack Steele.
No, technically no, because he came from somewhere else.
True. Merritt's been through the fucking shithole, the absolute
He's been through
shithole.
the trenches.
God, I could imagine you, like as a GM, just being like, "Could we just not do Weddle? I'm giving you fucking Merritt.
No, not
you give me fucking Weddle.
Not Weddle.
Nah, anyone but Weddle. Fine. Dylan Moore. Anyone but him as well.
Just got attachment issues.
You can have Warple. That's it.
Yeah, Warple. Just send him your way.
Yeah.
Thanks for everyone for listening in. We'll be back with more updates as the trade period goes on. Please make sure to reach out to us and let us know what you think.
I want to see more LeBron James. Like, sit down. I'm going to be taking my talents too.
Funny.
Fucking hilarious.
If Merritt,
it'd be incredible.
got on a TikTok live stream.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I want them to be good enough to where it's like the club can't even fucking do anything about it. Like, free agent, just, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
I think it should be the other way. I feel like the club should just be allowed to.
No, but I'm saying like when they're free agents.
Oh, when they're free agents.
Yeah, when they're free agents, they can do that.
I also think it'd be cool. Like, imagine we wake up tomorrow, right? And fucking Patrick Cripps has just gone to West Coast.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
So, like, Oscar Allen and, like, Like, I think clubs should just be allowed to do that.
That's why I think the media is too involved.
It is tough, though, but they don't get paid enough.
Yeah.
Where it's like,
they can just
easily move.
Yeah.
Like, yes, we talk, they can, Naz get $2 million, right?
I think
But
soon
still,
enough. Soon enough, it'll be enough.
Slowly happen, yeah. I think you've got to hit an average. I don't know, it's tough. The average salary is almost got to be over $1 million for that to happen, though, I reckon.
I feel like most players would move states for over $500,000 a year. Depends how good of a player you are.
But it's tough, right? Like, let's say you're 24, you just bought a house here in Melbourne.
That's different.
You've got, let's say you got 2 kids or a kid or whatever, and they've just started school, and then you wake up in the morning and Richmond's trading.
You're 24 years old and you've got kids that have just started school.
Well, okay, I'm sorry. How old's Tatum? I could name so many NBA players who have
Tatum's
money.
27.
Yeah, and how old's Juice?
Oh, actually, I know. Is he 28 or 27?
Like, they now have, because they make so much money, they just have kids at like 19.
Am I the only one on the screen?
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah, like I guess, I don't know. You could just live over there for a couple of years and bugger off back,
You could rent.
That's what I mean. Like, just live with one of the boys, housemates.
It's hard when a family's involved.
If you've got kids, it's different. But I feel like there's no AFL player that has kids that isn't like 30. Apart from, what was it, Kitty Coleman?
Yeah.
Who was it?
Paul Curtis.
Paul Curtis, that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, imagine he just gets told, Sydney.
It's your job.
No, that is true.
You know what I mean?
But I feel like even in
there's not enough of this is your job.
That is very true.
It's a lot of like, it's still football. This is your job. I'm going to pay you a fucking lot of money to do it.
I want to play you to basically go train and
I'm going to pay you more than a doctor to kick a football around in a different state. And you're going to be like, but primary school.
They just made
my
friends.
coach spoke to me meanly. I want to leave.
Yeah.
I got told I'm not good enough to
I
be $1
miss
million player.
home, and I'm making $1.3 million.
No,
when you like genuinely think about it, you're like,
shit.
fucking so stupid. People would move countries for that kind of money.
Oh yeah.
Everyone, have a good rest of your day, night, afternoon. We'll talk to you in another podcast. See you then.
Bye.
It looks like that's the end of the Nothing But Footy podcast. Thanks very much for tuning in. Go ahead and check us out on all of our socials. And we'll see you on the next one.